everybody, and welcome to Meet the Dog. I'm your kennel assistant, Chris, and here with me today, looking away from the camera, is Wesley. If you want to turn around, Wesley, at any time, that would be appreciated. Wesley is yet another entry from the Tribbles litter. We only got 3 left. They were born back in March, so this little guy's about 4 months now. His parents were Bianca and Sir Richard, and he is currently weighing in at 68 pounds from the last time we weighed him. Let's see, training strengths. Where are you going, buddy? Hey. Back over here, please. Thank you. Boy, we're all over the place right now, huh? What do you got on my little cheat sheet? If I recall correctly, Wesley's training strengths included his pace, his pace and his 1-step. However, some of his weaknesses include his loading into cars, backing up, and recently we had a little issue with food. While we were feeding, I believe it was Monday, we were feeding him together with his sister Tasha, and he decided he wanted to be a little jerk and was barking and snarling at Tasha, trying to keep her from eating her food so he could get to it and have 2 breakfasts. We quickly corrected that, and he hasn't done it since, but we are keeping an eye on that, just making sure he doesn't do it again. Speaking of food, he gets 2.5 cups of food in the morning, 1.5 at lunch, and 2 at dinner. All right. Let's see. Things to know about Wesley. When he was younger, what did you just eat, buddy? Did you just eat something you weren't supposed to? Okay. When he was younger, he lost a claw. I believe it was one of his dew claws, if I remember correctly, and it did eventually grow back, but it grew back in a little weird. It's going to be a little hard to show on camera. It's a little hard to show on camera, unfortunately. Another thing about Wesley is how we kind of identify him from the rest of his litter is, if you can see right now, he's got a little white spot on his nose. So that little white spot is usually how we tell little Wesley from the rest of the so that little white spot on his nose is kind of his identifying trait. Another thing is he's the biggest of his litter. Little fun fact there. I guess when he was born, it was actually a very close call. They worked very hard to keep him alive, and they managed to pull through. He managed to pull through, and he's ended up being the biggest of his litter. So congrats to little Wesley. I can't call it little, huh? So I will open it up now to questions about Wesley. I'll try to think of anything else in the meantime. Okay. Craftier. What are the pups doing for their mom Bianca's birthday today? Oh, that's right. It is the random's birthday today, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, I don't think Wesley got anything, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to make Bianca a special dinner, and we'll tell her it's from all of her kids, and I think that might work, so we'll hope that'll be enough. We'll cover for him this time, but next time he's going to have to get his own present. Right, buddy, huh? Barb V asks, what is Wesley's most favorite and least favorite thing? I would say his... Oh, you are getting tangled up with the microphone, buddy. Careful. There we go. I would say his most favorite thing is food. Ooh, don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. His most favorite thing is food. As you can see, he loves to eat, even if it's something he's not supposed to. His least favorite thing... I don't know if we've got a least favorite thing with Wesley yet. I'm sure something has come up while he was out training, but I haven't seen a least favorite thing yet from Mr. Wesley. Craftier asks, how often are they weighed at this age? I know they're weighed for all wormer and other medications. I haven't seen him weighed for anything other than the all-wormer in recent months. So I imagine once they're probably out of the puppy room or the house, it's probably not too often, maybe just for the all-wormer that they're getting weighed. Let's see. Barb V asks, what 3 words would describe Wesley? Cuddly, curious, and hungry. As you can see, he's walking around trying to take everything in right now. He's very curious. Like his mom and his rest of his siblings, he loves to cuddle. Leave that, Wesley. Wesley, leave it. Hey, 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 hey. And he loves to eat things, including things he's not supposed to. Maybe he'll stop eating things around some. Wesley, hey. Hungry? There you go. Good boy. See, that's much better than eating random things off the ground, isn't it? What would Wesley like to tell you right now if he could? And that's from Barb V. I think he would like to let me let go of the leash so he could go explore the rest of the arena and maybe eat some other things he's not supposed to. Very curious boy, this one. So I think he'd like to be let off the leash right now. I'm sorry. You're doing very well, though. All right. Any other questions about Wesley? I'll see if I can think of anything. When I did an overnight with the Tribbles back when they were still in the puppy room, and Wesley was the first one of them to join me up on the couch. That was fun. That entire night they were all trying to scramble up on the couch, and he was the first one to finally pull it off. Craftier has a bit more information about the story about Wesley's birth. He was the last born of his litter, and those pups often have a hard time immediately after birth. Casper was the final pup of his litter. Oh, I love Casper. He's an old dog now. So yes, thank you, Craftier. Yes, that is. I believe that is what happened. So thank you for filling that in for me. Craftier also asked, how is Wesley like his mother? Well, I mentioned it a little earlier, but they are both big cuddle bugs. Both big cuddle bugs. I think that's kind of like the one thing that all the Tribbles share with their mother is they all just love to snuggle up. What else? I'm trying to figure if he's done. I think that's kind of like the big thing for him that he shares with his mother, personality-wise. Barbie asked, does the heat bother him and the others when out playing? It definitely gets to them after a while, I would say. They usually have, when we let them out, they'll have a good burst, and they'll be out playing for, I would say, probably like a good 35 to 40 minutes. We usually let them out 45 minutes at a time. And for about 35 to 40 of those minutes, they're going strong. But in those like last 5 minutes, they just kind of boom, shut down, go back into their kennels, and just lie down. Sometimes they'll keep going for the whole 45 minutes, and after that, by the end of the day, they're dead. They are just dead tired. But they're not at the point where they're letting the heat get to them just yet. Rocky is telling not to be like Larky and is eating the wrong things. No, I don't think we're gonna let him get to that. I certainly hope not. Right now, he seems to be most concerned with just leaves and the strands of hay that are Craftier asks who are his favorite playmates. So I would say his favorite playmates are probably Crusher, Tasha, and Spock. Those are the 3 we usually have him play with. Crusher was his roommate. Unfortunately, we had to move Crusher to ice, actually. You recall last week we did Crusher, and maybe about an hour after we did Meet the Dog, we had a little bit of an incident with Crusher where, unfortunately, much like his brother here, he accidentally ripped off one of his claws. He jumped, during feeding, he jumped up on one of the fences, got stuck, and while we were trying to free him, his claw got yanked, not all the way yanked out, but enough that they had to bring him to the bed. But he's fine. He's happy. He immediately bounced back. We took him back into the feed room, calmed him down. He bounced back right away. He ate. So he was fine, and he's in ice right now. So Wesley's been a little lonely without his brother keeping him company. But they love playing with loves playing with Crusher, Spock, and Kasha. Barbie asked about this morning. There was a guinea hen, about what we were looking for in the arena. There was a guinea hen this morning in the arena. We were trying to get it out so we could feed in here or let the dogs play in here. Unfortunately, all our attempts just kind of made it go higher, and eventually it scrammed. We left the door open for it. Alright. Did not mean to open Twitter. Hold on a second. Close that. There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm making it a couple more minutes for any last-minute questions about Wesley. My guy Wesley here. He's a good boy, except he's pulling me all the way off the chair right now, trying to explore the arena. Leave that, Wesley. I don't know what that is, but you're not eating it. Looks like feathers. I don't know, but you're not eating it. You'll get your dinner in like a quarter of an hour. You'll get your dinner soon. Don't worry. You don't need to eat right something. Thanking us for a great introduction. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see, any last minute questions about Wesley? And I'll try to think of anything. So I talked about him being the first to hop up on the couch when he was still young. What else? No, I think we are good. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back with next week with another one of the Tribbles. We only got 2 left. We got the hardest two. We got the hardest 2 to identify next. So stay tuned for those 2. All right, everybody, have a good night.